needless to say, Nick, you've lived through them, you know crises. What's different about this one in terms of Greece and what may come, what else may come from it?
Excellent question. I would say that they all start off more or less the same, that there's too much indebtedness, whether it's government or external indebtedness. So that's the common attribute. The what's different attribute, Carol, say, let's take the Asia crisis, which was very bad. They had, though, huge currency depreciations. And what did that do? That enabled many of these Asian countries to get very competitive, and they could export their way out of the problem. And they were in the right neighborhood of China, so they grew out of their problem. The difference that I see in the southern European zone is they can't depreciate when they're in the Eurozone. They can't change monetary policy, so they got to tighten their belts, and that's harder to do.
Are we going to see, as a result, drastic recessions or even depressions, not only in Greece but in other European economies?
I would say for the southern European nations, if they embark on the austerity that they're committed themselves to, it's a question of how drastic. But I would say that, Greece is on board for a recession for at least the next couple of years. We wait and see what Portugal and Spain do. So this is tough going to commit yourself to recession for several years because they're not in the fast growth neighborhood.
Nick, I mean, the thing is, it's clearly going the other direction of the typical diagnosis as far as what you need to do in a recession, right? Other governments pump money into the system. They're going to be tightening the belt and cutting government spending drastically. And then the question is, does a recession, a deep recession in Greece and maybe some of the other southern European countries bring the Euroland into a double dip? And does that bring the global economy to a double dip?
And that's, those are the big issues. And as you say, one thing that I do want to say, Matt, is that, if you say to me, am I happy to see this package, you better believe it. Why? Because we were on the cusp of a major crisis in the Eurozone. And I don't want to see that happen now, just 2 years after the subprime debacle, where the whole world is fragile. So I like the strategy of buying time. That, to me, is a good strategy. Let the world economy heal. But as you say, down the road, the real question is, I think that there's going to be added measures that are going to be needed, because otherwise it's going to be too deflationary for the southern Europeans.